Hi everyone, today I'm sitting here and preparing some coffee. I'm wondering about synthetics and naturals. So I haven't prepared anything yet. In this book I find about the great area between naturals and synthetics. They started talking about this gray line because it's very far from clear cut, and it's because in all naturals there is already a lot of chemicals, and sometimes the naturals they have more molecules than the synthetics. So many people they say, oh, it's natural, it's not dangerous. Yes, sometimes can be very dangerous if you don't use the naturals properly. Sometimes people get burned in the skin because they put the oils directly. This is not good. And there is a lot of good synthetics too. I don't work with synthetics at all. Sometimes thinking that it will be nice to just include some kind of synthetics, like sandalwood in my thoughts. So it's like maybe it's too expensive, and the synthetics is more cheaper, and the quality I guess is quite good. And it's good if you're thinking about environment. I think it's very good if you buy some synthetic materials just to, how do you say, reduce the effect we are making on the planet. This is some of the questions I am thinking about. But about the naturals, it's like there is a lot people thinking that just because it's natural is that you are not going to have any problem. And yes, you can have. So by synthetics I don't have that much experience, but I have a lot of books. For example, this book, Scent and Chemistry, The Molecular World of Odors. And it's very good. You have a lot information of the different kinds of materials. Let me show you here. You see? And I think it's important to understand how all the system works, and with the information we have now, what the nose knows. Is from Avery Hilbert. And this is a very interesting book too. Sometimes I see other videos about perfumery and talking 100% natural, take as much as you want. No, it's not. And I don't know, I'm living in Europe, and here is more harder regulations like in other countries. So maybe that's why I'm careful about this amount of materials that I'm using. Sometimes people say, oh, how many molecules do you have in your perfume? 24 molecules. A natural perfumer is more difficult to say how many molecules, because I think you're using more than 100 molecules. There is much more molecules in every single essential oil than the synthetics. Like I said before, I'm not against synthetics. I have a lot of perfumes that I use, and I know there is some synthetics. For me, I try to don't buy products with animals like musk, natural, or castoreum. I am a vegan, and I try to support the animals as possible as I can. And I don't think it's worth to go and take some animal's life just because you want to smell good. In that case, I will prefer to use synthetics, because I know many vegan perfumes they use synthetics. And another question that is very close for me is that these materials, I want them to be so environment friendly as possible. Like if I want to be environment friendly, maybe I shouldn't consume oils, I shouldn't consume all those stuff. But I was thinking like people will continue consuming these things, so I think if I can make my own niche, that I can start demanding to these people more friendly, like stop using plastic when they sell the products here, because it's a lot of plastic they sell in the products. It's like, come on, this is not good. But right now I'm so little company, I'm still selling nothing. How can I demand? But I hope one day. I feel very comfortable using just naturals, and it feels good. Yeah, I can sit here and talking to you about a lot of philosophical questions and ethical. I think we can take this discussion another time. Tell you more about these kind of books, and I know they are expensive. I have been buying these books under the years, so it depends what is your goals. If you want to just start making some perfumes at home, working with some basics, strongly recommend Mandy Aftel. She's just great. I have read this book like many times, and I have this in audio too, so sometimes when I'm going to sleep I listen, because it's a lot of basic information about naturals and just like a reminder. It was a very good guide for me because I never went to any school, and instead I started buying books, asking people. Oh, this is also a very interesting book. We maybe discuss this book in another time. I have this book, a little bigger, Perfumer. It's very good. I can show you a little bit here. You see, like there is some kind of explanation about the smells of these materials. You can tell me if you're interested about the books, and we can just take a book and I can explain for you or share with you. If you don't have enough to buy these books, I can share with you. The Diary of a Nose. I really recommend these too. I'm going to take a break from now, so stay tuned.